This is the brief on Newsfirst Digital.
A very good evening and welcome. This is the brief at 7 on Newsfirst Digital. I'm Ramesh, Irugalbandara. Our top story tonight has to be the price revision of fuel. A decision has been reached to revise the prices of fuel, to increase the prices of fuel once again from midnight tonight. Now, to get a proper grip on this story, we need to go back to Thursday night when the Ministry of Finance announced that they have decided to increase the prices of fuel. This was followed by a statement by the Lanka IOC which stated that they will also increase the prices of fuel to match the prices of the Ceylon Petroleum Corporation or the CPC. On Friday morning, everything changed when the CPC announced that they have taken a decision to go back to the earlier prices, while the Lanka IOC did not change the prices that they increased. Afterwards, the Ministry of Petroleum announced that they will be presenting a cabinet paper to the cabinet meeting to discuss the revision of fuel prices in line with the fuel pricing formula that was introduced recently. The cabinet meeting was held today and a final decision was not taken at this cabinet meeting. It was pushed to a special meeting which was chaired by President Maithripala Sirisena at the Presidential Secretariat itself. The meeting began at 4 p.m. and at around 5:36 it was announced that a decision has been reached to increase the prices of fuel. Thereby, the price revision that comes into play is as follows. A litre of 92 octane petrol will be increased by 8 rupees. A litre of 95 octane petrol will be increased by 7 rupees. A litre of diesel will be increased by 9 rupees, while a litre of super diesel will be increased by 10 rupees. So there you go. Prices of petrol 92 octane will be increasing by 8 rupees, while the price of diesel will also be increasing by 9 rupees with effect from midnight tonight. Staying in local news, there were 2 new appointments made to the government. 2 new state ministers were sworn in before President Maithripala Sirisena at the Presidential Secretariat today. Lucky Jayawardena, who earlier served as State Minister of Hill Country New Villages, Infrastructure and Community Development, was sworn in today as the State Minister of City Planning and Water Supply. J.C. Alawathuala, who earlier served as the Deputy Minister of Home Affairs, was sworn in today as the State Minister of Home Affairs. Newly appointed Presidential Secretary Uday Senviratne was also present at the occasion alongside President Maithripala Sirisena. Continuing with more local news, the Central Bank of Sri Lanka has announced that they are going to conduct a forensic audit into the issuance of treasury bonds. Governor of the Central Bank, Dr. Indrajit Kumaraswamy, noted that the CBSL has received applications from 5 companies to conduct this forensic audit. He noted that a committee will be appointed to carry out the audit and this team will be headed by a foreign audit specialist to ensure transparency in the process. The governor of the Central Bank also noted that the CBSL will continue to accept applications from auditing firms until the 25th of this month to conduct this forensic audit of the bond issuances. Now, we've heard rumors of a possible provincial council election in December or in early January next year. There are also rumblings of a general election in the political arena. Now, as campaign season approaches, it's not very uncommon to see politicians going from door to door, from house to house, along with a large group of people surrounding them. But these same public representatives who promise numerous things during the campaign trail sometimes fail to deliver these promises to the general public, and there might be a number of reasons why they are not able to. One of the reasons could be because they don't turn up for work, and by that I mean they do not turn up to parliamentary sessions. Newsfirst obtained statistical data on the attendance records of parliamentarians, and we analyzed the parliamentarian attendance record for the months of April, May and June. And the data that we analyzed, the numbers that we crunched, gave us some startling revelations into the records or the attendance records of our public representatives. Let me read out a few to you so that you can have an idea of what I'm talking about. April 5th and 6th, both parliamentary days, 50% of the parliamentarians did not turn up to the parliamentary session. This is the week before the Sinhala and Tamil New Year. In May, there were 8 parliamentary days. 2 of them had an absent percentage of 60%, while most other days, barring the 8th and 9th, had an absent percentage of 30%. In June, Parliament was in session on 7 days, and the absent rate was over 25%. Interestingly, 50% of the MPs were not present in Parliament on the 8th of June. Another pattern that we noted while we were crunching these numbers is that on average 54% of the MPs do not turn up to the Parliament if the parliamentary session falls on a Friday. If you want to read up on the full statistical analysis conducted by Newsfirst, simply log on to our award-winning website Newsfirst.lk, where you can read a comprehensive article on it. On to a bit more lighter note. An illegal moonshine operation that was supplying moonshine to in-house patients at the Anuradhapura Teaching Hospital and also its staff was shut down by the police on Monday night. The raid was carried out based on a tip-off received by the Anuradhapura Police Intelligence Unit. The police stated that the suspects had been supplying alcohol to both in-house patients and hospital employees over a period of time. 2 individuals who came into hospital to sell alcohol while posing as visitors were taken into custody through the police. Police stated that 20 containers of alcohol, a 3-wheeler, were also taken into custody along with the suspect. So, no more illegal moonshine for the Anuradhapura Teaching Hospital. Let's cross over to international news now. On international news tonight, the headline has to be the saves of the 12 children in Thailand. A Thai Navy SEAL unit announced that all 12 boys and their soccer coach, who were trapped for more than 2 weeks deep inside a flooded Thai cave, have been rescued. The announcement capping a successful end to a perilous mission that gripped the entire world. The Wild Boars soccer team and their coach were trapped on the 23rd of June while exploring the cave complex in the northern province of Chiang Rai after soccer practice, and a rainy season downpour flooded the caves. British divers found the 13 hungry and huddled soccer players in darkness on a muddy bank in a partly flooded chamber several kilometers inside the complex on Monday last week. After pondering for days how to get these children out, a rescue operation was launched on Sunday when 4 boys were brought out tethered to rescue divers. Another 4 were rescued on Monday, and the last 4 boys and the coach were brought out today. And that's a wrap of the brief at 7. As always, send in your thoughts and views through the comment section below. I'm Ramesh Irugalbandara for Newsfirst Digital. Good night.